have you ever thought about quitting before?
I would say I don't really pay attention to like my subscriber or view count as much. I like just interacting with the people who do comment or anything on it. And like, because honestly, when I started this, I was not expecting 500,000 views on Callback Ping. Like, I was just putting out some stupid little AI song, and I was like, okay, if this gets like a few hundred views, that's cool. But yeah, with that mindset, I've just kept that mindset going forward, and I'm not really like affected by the subscriber count or view count or anything like that. So even if I lost a lot of subscribers or stopped getting as many views on my videos, I would still be putting out my stuff, like, honestly, because I just like putting my music out there for people to listen to. I just think it's fun for me. It's a hobby of mine. So it's not really affected by the amount of people that see it. So I haven't considered quitting in that respect. So.
That makes sense. I think that's like something that's really important to keep in mind, that like in the end of the day, your subscriptions and viewer count isn't that much. Like, sure, if it's like your whole career, if content creation is your whole career, then they can be pretty important. But like, if you're just doing it for fun, then like in the end, like, isn't that what you're just doing content creation for in the first place, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And like, do you think that you found a community of creators around you? Like, of other people that you can talk with?
I haven't actually. I haven't had any conversations with any other creators, honestly. I've been keeping one thing on the down low recently. I'm collabing with a little known content creator to make my next song. I'm having her come in as the vocalist because she was one of the earliest people to support my channel, so I decided to give her that opportunity. So we're working on that, but beyond that, I haven't had conversations with anyone. I know 2 people have reacted to my song, but outside of that, I haven't had like a community of creators that I'm a part of. But I'm not really, I don't know. I haven't really had any thoughts about that. I haven't even thought about that until you just mentioned it, honestly. But yeah,
that makes sense. Like, there's some times where like you just don't really interact with as many people outside of like it online. Do you think that you've just like found your a good community, like in your space, right? Like your like subscribers and the people who comment, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. The Murder Drones fan base. Honestly, since I've hopped into it for the last 2 months, it's been a lot of fun talking with commenting and replying to comments about the lore, the characters, the music, obviously. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun discussing that with all of them. So I do think I found a good community, and it's one that I enjoy being a part of.
Yeah, the Murder Drones community is like really fun. Like, I've seen people make videos on the dark, disturbing stuff in the fandom, but like I think that just because a small minority like has weird stuff doesn't mean the rest of us, right? And then like I've seen so many people that are just like doing amazing things in the Murder Jones fandom, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely. I would say just to touch on the other people doing amazing things, I'd say like Yagster, of course, is a 50 person what was that? Just the way they all came together to do that. Yeah, his army. And then Galax is guy who does rendering, making like 3D models, and he has like a really
Cool.
very realistic model of Sin. So I've been following that one. And then I don't know if you've heard of Death Templar, the guy who's like building the real life Sin.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube.
Now
There's
I
a
need
guy
to check
called
it out.
Death Templar. Yeah, he's literally like building Sin from scrap, just putting her together from scratch.
That's so cool. Whoa. Yeah. Now we need to check that out after this.
Yeah, definitely go check him out. He's using like AI for the he's having it run by artificial intelligence and everything, and generating an algorithm for it. And it like reacts like it's autonomous and everything.
That is really, really cool. Anyways, we got a bit off track there. It was fun, but
no, it's cool. It's cool.
What do you think is most important when you're a creator?
Most important. I think two things are most important, honestly. It depends on the person, what order you want to put them in, how you want to prioritize them. But I think the main thing is do what you enjoy. That's one of the main things. Definitely do something that you're enjoying, not something that you feel like is a job that you have to put out there on a schedule just to, make money. But do something that you like. And then two, relate to the fan base. You got to understand what the people who are part of this fan base that the content you're creating is based off of. You have to understand what they like, what they want, what they will enjoy. So that's what I think the two important things are. You have to mesh those together to balance them. So like if there's a certain aspect of the content you're creating that you like but your fans don't, then that's up to you. It's subjective. You have to decide, do I still want to put this out anyways, despite what the fans will say about it, just because that's what I think about it? Or you can choose to say, okay, the fans like this more, I can try to go this direction, So I think it's those two main things, but they kind of go either way.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, and what do you think are some of the highs and lows of being a content creator?
Definitely a high.
Moments.
Definitely a high for me was just Callback King in its entirety. So making it, the reason behind making it, being watching Murder Drones, and then the sudden like influx of fans like rushing towards it and filling up the comment section and being able to interact with all those people and talk to them about the song and the show. That was definitely a high for me. A low, I don't think I've been around long enough to experience one of those yet, because I'm still on like the wave. I'm still riding the wave of just starting in the content creation sphere. I don't know. Right now, the only low I'd say is that the streaming services don't pay me till the end of the year, but that doesn't really count. So I think I don't know if I'd call it a low, but there's negative pushback on the use of AI music and everything, and I totally understand it. I've responded to people who talk to me about it or who comment about it in the same vein. I've responded in the same vein. I say like, I don't usually support AI music, but I'm using it for this reason, because the characters in the show that is based on are AI. And that's one of the main reasons I made Callback King, because I thought it'd be funny to make a song with AI about AI. So
I thought it was actually a really cool idea that all these characters in Murder Drones are kind of AI. They might be sentient, but in the end, they're still AI, right? So if you make a song about with AI, for me at least, it feels like it has this just different feel to it that you don't usually get when you're the one doing the vocals.
Exactly.
I think at least.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
It's a really cool idea.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and my next question is actually, what are you most proud of? But I think you just answered that. So, like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. Callback Ping is one of the things I'm most proud of. But I will say this: it's not my favorite Murder Drone song that I've made so far. Callback Ping is third on the list for me, even though I know it's a lot of people's top Murder Drones fan song or whatever. My favorite one that I've made is Dolls Exorcism, just because of the
Oh,
lyrics that I
yeah.
can that because
I
I had
honestly, sorry, but like, honestly, that one's my favorite too. Like, I
exactly.
just
Thank
think it's really fun to listen to, right? At least for me. It's
yeah.
like, and funny story, I actually saw Callback Ping because I was looking on YouTube for just random stuff, and then I'm always looking for new songs to add to my playlist. So I just see a remix of Callback Ping called, well, yeah, it's just a remix of Callback Ping. So then I put it in my watch later list, and then because I never go on my watch later list, even though I really want to, but I just don't, it stays there for like 2 or 3 days until I actually manage to get to just like go into the song and look at it, and I'm like, oh wait, this is a remix. And then I just go into the description and go to the original one, and then I add the remix into my songs playlist, but I forget to add the original into my songs playlist. So then, like, I realized, oh wait, I forgot to add the original. So then later, when I remember and I actually have the time to, because half the time I remember stuff when I don't have the time to do them, and then I forget them when I have the time to do them.
Same.
It's kind of frustrating, but whatever. And then I just add it to my playlist, and then I continue looking at some of your other songs. Then yeah.
Yeah, that happens to me too. I totally forget to do something until I don't have time to do it. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Yeah. It honestly breaks my heart, but oh well. Do you think in the end, like, is it worth it to become a content creator?
Oh, I think that ties back to one of my earlier answers about doing what you enjoy. Because if you're not doing what you enjoy, or if you were and then you stopped enjoying it along the way because you started to rush yourself or to push yourself into places that you probably shouldn't go, I would say that it's not worth like losing your love for something that you really enjoyed at first. So if you go into content creating, I would say go in with the mindset that you're not going to do it based on the demands of other people, you know? You just
Right,
do it
right.
based on what you're capable of, what you can do. And if people don't like it, fine, they can leave the channel, unsubscribe, whatever. But the fans that are actual fans, they're gonna stick with you. And if you enjoy creating content for them and enjoy interacting with them, then yeah, I'd definitely say it's definitely worth it to get into it.
All right. Thank you. Those were actually all my questions,
All
but
right.
thank you for actually accepting the interview. It was really fun.
It's no problem. This is my first one ever, so I really appreciate you reaching out to talk to me about this. I really enjoyed it.
Of course. Thank you for actually accepting the interview. And yeah, I hope
All
you
right.
have a great night and like just a great week in general.